Right. Thank you, and apologies for the delay getting the mic sorted out. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Philip, and thank you very much, Mr. President, for your welcome. And it's a great pleasure to be in Iceland here today. Not just for your breathtaking views, but also you talked about the journey through time, all of your capabilities in terms of renewables and geothermal energy sources. And as we know, Iceland is home to 30 of the world's top geysers, and we can't claim to have that in most of our territories that we cover in E.ON, but we are equally committed to a sustainable and renewable energy future. And we want to replicate that sense of energy freedom across all of our markets in Europe. For a long time, energy corporations were very focused on engineering and themselves, but now increasingly we all have this vision that we want to be all about the customer. And those customers should be able to generate their own power or heating. They should be able to use that power whenever they want. They should be able to effortlessly switch to electric vehicles, to manage everything electric around their home and harness it for their businesses. And that's what our E.ON brand should stand for, endless possibilities to create a better tomorrow. And that is our brand idea, let's create a better tomorrow, and improving people's lives through delivering brilliant experiences, smarter, sustainable solutions, and offering our customers more. The new E.ON brand reflects our new scope, direction, and emotional approach, and we also adopt a challenger mentality. So we are comfortable with change, but also driven to succeed, happy to be bold, and also happy to be focused on where we need to take our business to create a better tomorrow. We launched our new brand 697 days ago, so our brand is at the very heart of that new brand positioning, and our people are bringing that change to life. So with more than 40,000 employees worldwide, we unite them behind our vision to improve people's lives. And our strong brand and its values serve as the foundation of each individual's activities. In everything we do, the customer comes first. We help our customers succeed because we always focus on their needs. But it's really important for us to stand out and to break the mold and to be very clear in how we're driving the change and new focus in the energy market. So 3 of our most recent campaigns illustrate how we're really driving to do that. And last year, Anthony Ainsworth showed our early campaign for solar storage, which also featured a partnership with the music band, the Gorillaz. And we've built on that since with campaigns for heating and for smart home and also for e-mobility. So we constantly look to actually stand out in the sector and to do something quite different and quite distinct. And that's the kind of bar that we set ourselves. So the first campaign I want to show is all about e-mobility, and we call it Freedom is Electric. And it's about overcoming the barriers or the perceptions to the scalability, the appeal, the ease of adopting electric vehicles as a kind of a main means of mobility and transport. So the world wants to go electric, but there are many perceived barriers. And we set this film in the desert, and we created it. It's completely authentic, so there was no petrol at all used in the making of the film that I'm about to show you. So all of the crew, everything, as well as the cars themselves, everything was done through renewable electricity. And also we wanted to sort of bust the myth as well that e-mobility is boring and not about choice. So you'll see that we brought together an eclectic mix of cars, superbikes, and even a Bigfoot in the desert, and set this challenge, this sort of speeding across the desert for real, to raise awareness that we're building an infrastructure, a network of charging points across Europe. So I'm going to show you this first video now. So I think you'll agree that's not the kind of ad that you typically expect to see from an energy company, and certainly not E.ON in the past. And for those of you familiar with the solar storage campaign from last year, you might have spotted the golden cat, which is a little memento and link back to it. But it also demonstrates clearly our ambitions with our E.ON Drive business. And as I say, everything was done completely electric with all of those amazing vehicles. And we had the inventors of all of the vehicles and the owners there who very passionately told their stories. So there's additional video content where that really comes to life. So the next campaign I want to show you, we call Heat from Thin Air. And this is a campaign, so in the UK, we're known as one of the big six. But energy is obviously a sector which gets a lot of criticism, and being in the big six, it's not a fun club in which to participate. It's more a way of the media talking about energy companies in quite a sort of a negative way. So we really wanted to create something that could push the brand and also increase those positive associations, as well as really selling product. So the campaign we created was called The Big Dip, and it showed city streets actually transformed into a giant swimming pool that was sustainably heated by our air source heat pumps. So we didn't actually flood the streets of the city where we filmed. It was Barcelona. But what we did do, because it's very important to be authentic, is that the heating of the pool was done for real on set by creating heat from thin air using our air source heat pump technology on site. And again, this was like a hero product strategy in that air source heat pumps have a relatively niche market appeal. But what we successfully did with this campaign was to create interest and conversation, which meant that then we had a strong uplift in inquiries across all of our solutions, including, interestingly, solar, as well as selling a lot of heating products and specifically boilers. But I'll show you this ad now. So again, it's really important to us that it's showing people enjoying the benefits of energy. Too often, energy is something that people just take for granted until there's something wrong, but really showing people enjoying the benefits and energy created and enjoyed in a very sustainable way. And then the third and the final ad that I'm going to show you, we call Smart Age. And this is an ad that we created specifically for the German market, where E.ON obviously has a very sort of significant position. And we wanted to show the journey through time, actually, again, from the creation of the light bulb to home heating to home entertainment and now smart home, and how the energy sector and E.ON specifically is an expert in kind of holding people's hands and helping them to enjoy the next stage of benefit. And we see our couple journey through time, so you'll see different chapters in time at those different stages of developments in energy, but then arrive in the present and how they've made their own home the best place in the world through a combination of classical energy solutions and smart home products with E.ON. So I'll show you that ad now.
Energie brachte das Licht. Energie brachte die Wärme. Unser Zuhause entwickelt sich immer weiter. Und jetzt erreichen wir mit E.ON Plus Komfort wie noch nie. Von Strom und Gas bis hin zu ganz neuen Licht- und Wärmelösungen. Für unser Zuhause den besten Ort der Welt. E.ON Plus, überraschend einfach.
So in all of these ads, we aim to create a kind of a wow factor of the amazing things that that energy can do, and to surprise and delight, but to do it in a way that really brings the E.ON brand and the distinctiveness of the E.ON brand to life. But then, of course, it's not just about our campaigns, it's also about our offerings and the experience that we give customers. So as one of the most innovative energy providers, we always think about the customer, have the customer at the heart of everything that we do, and to constantly drive new ideas and products to commit our overall effort towards a sustainable future. So moving towards personalisation, instead of offering a kind of one-size-fits-all solution, we find ways of truly understanding our customers and their needs across all the different segments. So we have a segmentation model which we've created globally but then adapted locally across all of our markets. One of the key segments is personal comfort. So this is an example of how we use that insight that's been built up through qualitative research in an exploration phase and then quantitative validation, so that we can create both messaging, but also more importantly, new products and services that are going to meet our customers' needs. So the first one that I'm going to quickly mention is Solar Cloud Drive. In 2017, we introduced the E.ON Solar Cloud that allows customers the energy freedom and power to generate, store and manage green energy efficiently. So 100% solar energy, but 0% battery is how we talk about it, so that everyone can enjoy their own homemade solar power 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. But now recently, as the next step forward in integrating the energy future and the range of solutions, we've also introduced a combination of our solar cloud product with E.ON Drive, with e-mobility. So E.ON Solar Cloud Drive is something that people can buy into now, so that they can not only create their own homemade solar power, but then store it and use it to charge their electric vehicle wherever and whenever they choose. And then equally, we're always evolving our gas and electricity offerings to meet our customers' requirements. Don't know what's happened there. Someone can. And yep, it's gone. Thank you. It's all right. So in the Czech Republic, we've combined our gas supply with a boiler check as a service, so that people can actually get that added value and more comfort, more convenience, and we've also got a similar offering in Romania, adapted for the local market. But all these things are just part of our approach to create a better tomorrow, because for our customers and for us all, tomorrow is on. So thanks again for your attention and for listening, and let's all try to bring a bit of Iceland back to our headquarters. Thank you. Thank you.